Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. In the last episode, we switched protagonists. We are no longer playing as Hajime, but instead as Nagito. I'm very excited about this. I've got to be honest, I've thought this chapter was pretty boring so far, so I'm actually really excited to see what we get to do as Nagito. Now, quick word of warning, if I seem a little off today, my apologies. I'm really not doing so good. I'm really feeling, you know what, let's not put too fine a point on it. I feel like dog shit. I feel like death warmed up. I'm not feeling so great today. This episode is going to be going out late, because I haven't even edited and uploaded today's Dragon Age video. So this episode is going to be going up extremely late. My apologies about that. I could take a break. I could just say, you know what, I'm not going to upload a Danganronpa video today. To which I say, no, I want to. I don't want to take a break. Put me in, coach. I'm fine. I can do it. I don't put much stock in horoscopes and the like, but I am a very typical Taurus. Once I set my mind to something, I do it, and that includes my upload schedule. Come hell or high water, I'm uploading 2 videos today. So yeah, just a little word of warning. If I seem a little off, if my thinking isn't quite so clear, my apologies. It's a rather nasty headache, and I feel so drained. I feel so drained. I don't feel right. I don't feel right in the slightest. But, you know, the show must continue. The show must go on and all of that good stuff. Who are we speaking as right now? Nagito, okay. Well, I was thinking about what we should do and I wanted to discuss it.
Even so.
Thanks to the killer, we can't even go to the crime scene. We have to wait till Kazuichi fixes the elevator. True, there is no doubt that the killer is responsible. But it seems as though they made a huge mistake. There's no way the symbols of hope will give up because of this little setback. There's no way everyone will just cross their arms and wait for the class trial to start. We need to do everything we can on our end to prepare for the class trial, right? Well, yeah.
Fine.
It seems that we too shall begin the investigation on our end, though it remains unclear how much we can do. Is this acceptable? If I show my serious side, things will not end with mere child's play. I'm so glad. I knew you guys were pumped up from the start. How beautiful. Even though you guys are suffering from despair, I can see that you guys are still fighting for hope. Such beauty. There is no higher honor for me than to investigate this murder with you guys. So, we need to be grateful towards Nekomaru for becoming the foundation of this hope. Well, regardless. Whose side should I be on for this case? The killer? Or the rest of you guys? I must make sure I face this case's mystery properly if I'm going to find out which side is the true hope. Investigate. Hey, you guys, why don't we try arranging the sequence of events in this case? You know, so we can properly understand the situation we're in.
Fine.
I have no objection. Proceed. Then, let's look back at what happened this morning. We tried to use the elevator so we could participate in Monokuma Tai Chi, right?
Damn right.
Since we're staying at Strawberry House, in order for us to get to the meeting spot at Grape Tower, we needed to use the elevator first and go to Grape House. That was before 7 a.m., since it was right before Monokuma Tai Chi.
Man.
But what's once we realized the elevator was disabled, I seriously panicked.
Anyway,
And since we couldn't do anything about it, we just tried to get inside the tower from Strawberry Hall. But when we actually got there, the button on the whole door was broken. I said that really weird, broken. No, let's try that again. But when we actually got there, the button on the hall door was broken. Thanks to that, we couldn't enter the tower at all. So, Fuyuhiko suggested that we use the phone and call Grape House.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
And that was everything that happened this morning. I must say I'm surprised. I never expected that the elevator would be disabled. But then, how was Nekomaru able to go to Great Tower?
man.
Well, obviously he went before the elevator was broken. Oh, I've got the word broken on my brain now. Again, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know what? I'm gonna grab some note paper. I very rarely do this because typically I can rely on my memory. However, I don't think I can today. So you know what? Pen and paper at the ready. We can make notes. Any important clues, I can jot them down. And then later on, I can look them over and be like, Well, obviously he went before the elevator was disabled. And when was that?
You...
Idiot! If we knew that, this wouldn't be difficult.
Well,
No, we might know what time he went to Great Tower.
you serious?
Huh? Seriously? It was around sunrise. That's when I saw him going down to the first floor. When was sunrise? Tell me you looked at the clock.
What?
You mean, you personally witnessed Nekomaru going to Grape Tower? Oh, buddy, you're panicking. You're panicking because with that, we can figure out how fucked up the clocks were. Because Nekomaru was going at 7. Or before 7, because he's the only one who knew the right time. I think it was him. I'm telling you.
Hey!
When was this sunrise? Was it before that rumbling sound? Huh? Rumbling sound?
Huh?
What? You don't remember? Right after the clock in the lounge started ringing, we heard a rumbling noise. Did that clock even ring in the first place?
Hey!
You didn't notice that either? Seriously, that thing was super loud! Nagito's staying in the deluxe room, isn't he? I remember Monokuma saying that the deluxe rooms had the best air quality or whatever. Did he say they were soundproof? I'm thinking back to when we were playing as Hajime. Only Hajime and Akane were talking about the rumbling noise. Chiaki and Sonia didn't mention it, and they're both in the deluxe rooms. It's Nagito and Gundam in the deluxe rooms here. I can't remember for certain, but I think they're soundproof. That's why he wouldn't have noticed. You didn't notice that either? Seriously, that thing was super loud. Huh? That's weird. I feel like we're not quite on the same wavelength. Well, it is what it is. There's no way you guys will ever be on the same wavelength as trash like me. Looks like this is leading to an interesting development. Okay. You know what, what does Nagito have to say about this portrait? Hope's Peak Academy founder, Izuru Kamakura. I understand why the school would immortalize such an important person in a portrait. But why would they put it in a place like this? What are they trying to show to me? He looks rum. I don't like the look of him. He looks like he's plotting something. Look at them eyes. Look, that is a man who is plotting something. I don't know what, but I don't trust him. He looks wrong. Say it with me. That boy ain't right. I'm telling you. I don't like it. Just as I thought, this telephone is connected to Grape House. If a means of communication was prepared, it's as if something like this was expected to happen. Well, I'm probably overthinking things. Well, I mean... it makes sense to try and split everyone up. It does make sense if you only have certain eyes looking at certain things, things are going to get overlooked. And then you're gonna have to deal with, like, someone relaying information to you. They could relay the information wrong. They could relay the information with a bias. It makes sense if you have the opportunity to split everyone up to make sure that not everyone has all the information. Hey, Kazuichi, if you don't mind, can you inform me? That stuff about a rumbling noise and the ringing clock, what was all that about?
You...
Seriously, you don't know? You're so kind, Kazuichi. Thank you for actually taking the time to explain it to me. Huh? So that's how it is. Fine, I'll tell you. It happened last night. I was sleeping peacefully in my room when all of a sudden I heard this huge sound. Okay, so Nekomaru was in the standard room. I was gonna say, so it's... yeah, the two people. The two people in the crummy rooms would be able to hear this ringing, although the people in Strawberry House didn't. No, Grape House, excuse me, I'm getting confused. I'm so sorry. The ladies and Hajime didn't hear the ringing, but they heard the rumble. These guys heard a ringing and the rumble, okay. Whoa, the hell? The sound was super loud, so I rushed out of my room. And as I went down the hall towards the lounge...
Hey! What are you doing?
I'ma grab that for posterity's sake. Gundam, what are you doing here? Yeah, the two people who were in the crummy rooms, Fuyuhiko and Kazuichi, they heard the ringing. They came out to investigate. Gundam's in a deluxe room. He would have had no reason to come out. Gundam! I don't want your hamsters to be executed! Gundam! Why have you put the four Dark Devas of destruction at risk? Why?
This raucous... it's louder than the supreme ruler of the Netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice!
Don't go making all that noise so suddenly. It's not me. The wall clock just started ringing. I was just trying to stop it. Then hurry up and stop it already. I know. I'm in the middle of doing that.
And that's when the sound finally stopped. Man, that totally freaked me out. Well, I'm definitely wide awake now.
What did you do to me?
My mental defenses were bombarded with sonic resonance.
You!
Fuyuhiko, was this not your doing just now?
Shut up!
Why would anyone do something so childish?
Huh?
You must have rushed over after hearing that sound, but you sure seemed to get there pretty fast.
Well, yeah.
Well, I did rush over here. I was at the lounge by coincidence.
You fiend.
Coincidence?
Huh?
What? Do you doubt me?
Hey.
Whatever. I don't really give a crap, but it's 5:30 a.m. I'ma write that down. 5:30 a.m. Ringing. There we go. Whatever, I don't really give a crap, but it's 5:30 a.m.
Aw, man.
Man, thanks to Fuyuhiko, I woke up early for no reason. I should go back to sleep. Okay. Plus Rumble. Okay. I just want to think about that for a moment. What would be the reason to have this clock go off? Because here's the thing, if you intended the ringing of the clock to mask the fact that there was going to be a big boom, I don't think that makes any sense. Because, although to be fair, Hajime said, excuse me, that he couldn't feel the ground shake. He thought it was an earthquake, but then he was like, nah, the ground didn't move. It was just a loud noise. Still, you'd be able to hear a loud rumble over a ringing sound. Ooh. If I remember correctly, Nekomaru's chest had been fucked with. Which would indicate that someone had either tried or succeeded in prying open his chest to get at his clock. A ringing wouldn't cancel out a rumble, but a ringing would cancel out more ringing. If you've got two ringing clocks going at the same time, that'd make sense, I think. Setting this clock to go off to mask the sound of Nekomaru's clock going off. Especially if, one second. I'm just mapping out Strawberry House in my head. Okay, so again, I'm picturing the map. I'm sorry this is taking me a while. My thinking isn't exactly at its best. Strawberry House is on the right. Grape House is on the left, I think. I think this wall shares a wall with the tower. I think. If that is the case, then theoretically, because we don't know how thick these walls are, you might be able to hear Nekomaru's clock through the wall. So just have this one going and everyone think, oh yeah, it's this clock. No one would think, oh, Nekomaru's on the other side of the wall and it's his clock going off. Ooh. That's my first get in. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I've got things percolating. Okay, we're good to move on.
Huh?
What was that sound?
What's going on?
Earthquake?
This pressure.
It did not feel like it shook.
Hey!
There's no way this building is gonna collapse, right? Hey, Kazuichi, stop clinging to me! And that's what happened. I see, so you're the one who was clinging to Fuyuhiko. Nagito being like, this is what I got from the story, you're a wuss.
That's obviously wrong.
That's not the important part! And what happened afterward? Did you guys just separate?
Hey,
We decided to wait things out, but in the end, nothing else happened.
Also,
And not just that, we felt really weak, so we decided to just go back to our rooms for a while. I see. Yep, what you said just now was extremely important. Thanks to that, I've thought of one suspicious person.
What?
Who are you talking about? Me, of course.
huh?
I mean, isn't it strange? I was the only one who didn't notice an alarm was so... Oh, excuse me. I was the only one who didn't notice an alarm that was so loud everyone else came out of their rooms. Well, the same goes for the rumbling noise that you guys heard after that.
Why, you...
Hey, you better not be trying to confuse the shit out of us. No, it's not confusing. It's 'cause his room is soundproof. In which case, why was Gundam out? His room is also soundproof. So why did he come out? He had no reason to because he couldn't hear what was happening in the corridor. Or at least he shouldn't have been able to. Of course I'm not. For now.
Hey, hey, hey!
That for now line is what's making us even more worried! Anyway, it seems there's no doubt that what you guys just told me is a very important clue. The wall clock alarm you heard first, and the rumbling noise that came right after. Now then, how do these noises relate to this case? Wall clock has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Let's just think this through. Nekomaru was clearly shut off, shall we say, with his good night switch. And the way to wake him up was with the alarm. So the alarm goes off, I think being covered by this wall clock. So he wakes up. He's suspended. From there, I don't know what quite happens, but something happens. And it causes either the wire to break, the wire to slip from whatever's suspending it, I don't know, but something happens. And it's something that occurs within maybe, like, what? 30 seconds? A minute? Because that's I would say that's probably the length of time between the clock stopping, the ringing stopping, and the kablam noise, the rumble. So in that 30 seconds to a minute, something happens. He falls, cracks his head, the pillar goes down, there's the rumble. Wall clock has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. To be fair, I'm saying something happened. The something is obvious. He woke up. If I went to sleep and I woke up and I was suspended in the air, I'd freak the fuck out. Especially, I'm afraid of heights. I am shit scared of heights. I would not have the wherewithal to be like, I should stay perfectly still in case I shimmy myself out of being suspended. He probably woke up, started freaking out, and that's why he dropped. That's the simplest explanation. I'd also argue it's the most common sense one. If you wake up someplace high where you didn't fall asleep, that's gonna freak anyone out. Hey, you said that you witnessed Nekomaru at sunrise, right? Can you explain that to me in a little more detail? I was so hungry yesterday that I couldn't sleep. I figured it was nearly morning, so I went to go check the clock in the lounge. It turns out I was totally off. It was still around 5 a.m. 5 a.m. I'm just gonna write FH, because I can't be arsed writing this guy's full name. Awake. Okay, there we go. It turns out I was totally off. It was still around 5 a.m.
Hey.
And that's when it happened. I heard the sound of the door closing off in the distance. When I stuck my head out from the lounge... So, okay. So 5 a.m. is 7. So then at 7:30, that's when he died. And so now it's around 9. If we are... Oh my god, brain, how do you word this? If we are 2 hours behind the actual time it is, then it must be around... It must be between 9 to 10 in the morning. I saw Nekomaru's back. He was about to go down to the first floor. I thought about running after him, but I didn't have the energy or willpower to do it. If I knew something like this would happen, I would have mustered the strength to follow him.
Hey!
But why would Nekomaru wander off so early in the morning? Because he was the only one who knew it was actually 7 because of his clock. I was wondering about that too. I mean, I already knew I wasn't gonna get any sleep. So I just sat in the lounge, stared off into space for no real reason, and waited for him to come back.
Jeez.
And that's when the clock in the lounge started ringing. Thanks to that loud alarm, I completely forgot about Nekomaru. He was coming back. Gundam. He was coming back. Because to prepare the crime scene, and by prepare the crime scene, I mean suspend Nekomaru's hulking body, that would probably take around 30 minutes. And to get the, Wait a minute. Yeah, the elevator would have had to be moved a couple of times. So yeah, all of that prep work would probably take around 30 minutes. He's coming back. And they're in the lounge. And he can't just walk past them. Because then they might notice him and be like, why didn't he come to see what was happening? That's fucking weird. That ain't normal behavior. So instead he has to step in and be like, oh my god, this loud noise. What the fuck? The sad thing is, I'm gonna completely forget everything I've said right now. I'm gonna have to watch this back. I'm not gonna remember any of this. In the next few days, I'm gonna completely forget. God damn. Thanks to that loud alarm, I completely forgot about Nekomaru. Until just now. Then, from the time you saw Nekomaru until the alarm rang, you were at the lounge the whole time? But what were you doing during that time? He just said he was staring off into space. By chance, were you thinking about everything that's happened so far and getting choked up?
What?
Nagito, you petty bitch. I love you. Huh? Was I right?
You...
Of course not, asshole! You're completely wrong! I think Nagito, he likes seeing what makes people tick. To be honest, I don't think he sees people as people. I think he sees people as guinea pigs. Now, obviously, these people are symbols of hope. They are people to be respected and admired. But I still think he wants to test them. He wants to push boundaries and see if he can elicit emotional reactions. To be honest, I'd hate to see how he speaks to regular people. Oh fuck, Hajime's a regular people. Oh, when that gets revealed, I think we're gonna see a very different side of Nagito, because at that point, Hajime isn't worthy of respect. He's some asshole that has claimed the label of symbol of hope without actually being a symbol of hope. I think he's... Oh no. Oh no. Of course not, asshole. You're completely wrong. I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. And I thought you were reminiscing about Peko or something. But that can't be, right? After all, you already know how pointless it is to cling to the memories of the dead. Fuyuhiko's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Yep, I get it now. Thanks to everyone's detailed information, I'm slowly getting a grasp of the situation. If I put events in chronological order, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 5 a.m. That's the time Nekomaru apparently went down to the first floor, so that's actually 7 a.m. At 5:30 a.m., 7:30 a.m., the alarm clock in the lounge started ringing. When that happened, you two woke up and left your rooms to go to the lounge where Fuyuhiko was. Right after that, you heard a strange rumbling sound that didn't quite make sense.
Let's make history.
Now that I think about it, something might have happened to Nekomaru during that noise. If so, that must have been Nekomaru's final scream before he breathed his last. Hold on, if Nekomaru died when we heard that sound, doesn't that mean we have an alibi? No. Alibi?
I mean...
When we heard that rumbling noise, we were at the lounge, you know? If that's when the killer murdered Nekomaru, then we have a solid alibi.
I get it.
Can't argue with that, I can. It might be too soon to declare that just yet. We can't be certain unless we first clear up the mystery surrounding that rumbling noise. A rumbling noise, huh? Did something heavy fall over or something? Also, based on what everyone just told me, there's another thing I'm curious about. You all heard the alarm clock in the lounge go off just before the rumble. What do you suppose that means?
Hey,
haven't we talked enough? I really think I should repair the elevator soon. Oh my, you're still here? Gah. Once the elevator is fixed, I'm not gonna let you anywhere near it. And so Kazuichi ran down the stairs, complaining for some reason. Both Nagito and Hajime are extremely petty. Extremely petty, and I do live for it.
jeez.
So what should we do now? I haven't spoken to Gundam. There's something I wanted you to do. After the elevator is fixed, there's something I want you to investigate.
Huh?
What is it? The clocks in the first floor lounges of both Grape House and Strawberry House. Right after that, you heard a strange rumbling sound that didn't quite make sense.
Huh?
Huh? Why? I'll tell you later.
Hey, bastard!
Fine, but why are you asking me? You can investigate that yourself. I would investigate it myself, but by the time the elevator is fixed, there's a chance I might not be with you all anymore. Final dead room? If anyone would, if I was gonna suggest anyone to do it, it'd be the guy with freakish good luck. By the time the elevator is fixed, there's a chance I might not be with you all anymore.
Huh?
Anyway, I'm counting on you. That bastard doesn't make any sense. Now then, here comes the main event. There's only one thing I can do for them. I can go to that place for everyone's sake. Final dead room? Oh no, it's the fucking clown. I can't let them face that danger. I must be the pariah who goes in their place. But where the fuck is Gundam? Where the fuck is Gundam? Gundam! How do I leave? It's off. That's it. I should investigate one more time before I head over there. The elevator and the door at the far back of Strawberry Hall. Just in case, it might be good to check and make sure they're really blocked off. Okay, but where the fuck is Gundam? Gundam! Are you in your room? Okay. Can I even check the map as Nagito? F1. Okay, so they're both down here. Got it, okay. And away we go. Yeah, actually, you know what? I want to check the map again. I want to see if they're on the same wall. Okay, so yeah, so that's that. Okay, so they're not. Ooh. So they aren't on the same wall. That is interesting. No, you.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
I can think of only one reason why the killer barred the door to Strawberry Hall. They wish to prevent me from going to the crime scene.
Judgment!
Which means the killer was afraid of the conclusion promised by my assumptions. Just mask your guilt with bravado, why not? If I press the button next to the elevator, the door should open so I can ride it. But nothing happens when I press it. Looks like it's definitely broken.
Huh?
Hey, what are you doing? You're getting in the way of my repairs! Hey, why did the elevator break in the first place?
Man.
Oh, the killer malfunctioned the safety device. Okay. Look, you can see the silver cover under the button. It looks like that when the... Oh, excuse my brain. Read the English, Callista. Come on, you've got this. It looks like that's the elevator's control panel. They probably opened it up and messed with the settings. But the cover is locked, so they wouldn't have been able to open it unless they had some kind of tool. Are there any tools in this building? No, there shouldn't be. I don't really know if they forced it open with a tool anyway. The control panel on this side wasn't the one that was forced open. I see. It's the control panel on the Grape House side that's broken then.
Yeah.
If the one on this side isn't broken, that's the only thing I can think of. I'm pretty sure there should be a control panel over there, too. Plus, the elevator is stuck on the Grape House side. Wouldn't that mean the last person who used this elevator went to Grape House? Yup, it's official. The elevator was disabled on the other side.
Hey!
Hey, I don't have the time to talk to you. Hurry up and go away.
You...
Jeez, I'm trying to do repairs without any tools. No matter how much time I get, it won't be enough. If you don't have any tools, why don't you use this?
Huh?
What the fuck? Did you just pull that out of your ass? Nagito? Nagito?
Whoa!
Is this a multi-tool? Where'd you get something like this? I had it with me before I even arrived at the 4th island. If we're going to explore a new island, it's essential to bring this kind of equipment, right?
You serious?
A guy like you has been walking around with a dangerous tool this whole time. Huh? Is there something wrong? It's nothing. Then I'll let you have this. Your repairs might go faster now, right? But in exchange, I want you to do something.
Huh?
What? That multi-tool has a compass. After the elevator is fixed, I want you to ride the elevator and see how the compass reacts. What the hell for? Well, to be honest, there's something I still don't understand regarding the structure of this building. So please, I really need this information to find out the relationship between the building and the elevator.
Huh?
I don't really get it, but, well, as long as I'm just checking a compass, I don't mind. I'm glad. Then I'll leave the rest to you. Elevator has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I love that. Nagito just storing a multi-tool. Just somewhere, God knows where. Okay, yeah, that is properly broken. That is properly fucked up. It's the strawberry hall door that leads to the tower. The button is broken. There's no way it'll open. As I recall, based on what Fuyuhiko told Hajime over the phone, the other side of this door is also barred with chains. They must have been really cautious to go to the trouble of barring the door from both sides. Something about this seems a little suspicious.
Let's make history.
The killer's intent. I can only think of one explanation. Ah, Gundam. Perhaps they intended to keep me from entering the scene of the crime.
Listen well.
Which means the killer was afraid. Afraid of the conclusion promised by my assumptions. Yeah, that was probably it. Strawberry Hall's button has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Just as I thought. There's no mistaking it. The elevator and the Strawberry Hall door look like they're both completely broken. I didn't expect the contact elevator to be disabled from Grape House. As long as it's disabled, there's no way to move between houses. Here's the thing, there has to be. There has to be because Gundam is on this side and the elevator is at Grape House. So there's gotta be a secret passage somewhere. As long as it's disabled, there's no way to move between houses. Which means the person who disabled the elevator would be stuck at Grape House. That person, they should still be at Grape House, but... no, it's too soon to form an answer. But I won't be too late to find the answer, even after I finish investigating that room. Okay. And you know what? Because I only have 2 minutes left on my timer, I'm gonna bring this episode to an end right here. In the next one, Nagito investigates the final dead room, and hopefully I will have my wits with me in the next episode, fingers crossed. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.